After a year and a half, Paquito Navarro and Martín Di Nenno separates their ways. Paquito and Di Nenno were just one match away from being number one last year, but now they are announcing the end of this beautiful story. But why are they breaking? Who has made the decision? With who will play each of them? Hello to all players, I'm Pablo and I welcome you to a new the4Set. On December 21st, 2020, Paquito Navarro announced his union with a young Argentinian player who didn't reach a single World Padel Tour final, Martín Di Nenno. Martín confessed excitedly that he didn't even know what to write, but we all remember that the beginning for Paquito Navarro and Martín Di Nenno was not easy. Paquito had a hard time adopting a new aggressive style of play as the player from Seville have been out of that role for several reasons. But at the middle of the 2020 season, Paquito Navarro and Martín Di Nenno were on the verge of breaking up their project. Just one tournament after that critical moment, Paquito Navarro and Martín Di Nenno managed to reach their first final. And from that moment, in the last 12 tournaments of the last season, Paquito Navarro and Martín Di Nenno reached 10 finals in 12 tournaments. They also won titles, and especially one of them will remain in the memory of Padel fans, that was World Padel Tour Barcelona. That tournament, the World Padel Tour Barcelona, was the first title of Martín's career, and when he won, this happened.
Yo lo único que quería era volver a jugar al pádel, no quería todo esto. ¡Oh, no! En las finales anteriores, evidentemente me ponía muy nervioso, son muchas emociones, no es fácil.
After that, Paquito Navarro and Martín Di Nenno were about to be number one over Lebron and Galán, but in the last match of the season, they didn't manage to win. 2022 season didn't start in the best way for Paquito and Di Nenno either. And this year were also a critical moment for the team. Before the Premier Padel Madrid last August, both players were thinking about to leave the project. Finally, they decided to continue, and thanks to that decision, they achieved good results in Premier Padel Madrid and Premier Padel Argentina. However, in the last 12 tournaments for Paquito and Di Nenno, they only reached one final. By comparison, in the last year, they reached 10 finals in the last 12 tournaments, and this season, they only reached one final in the last 12 tournaments. The feelings on court and the way of playing were different, and that's when this situation arrives, the end of Paquito and Di Nenno. But the question is simple: who decided to break the couple? In this case, it was Martín Di Nenno, the one who decided to put an end in this project. In my opinion, Martín Di Nenno was brave because it was a decision that had to be taken sooner or later. And it is obvious that Martín was not enjoying to play with Paquito on court, and he actually was suffering. Martín confessed that this year he had felt very bad and sad, and that on many occasions the bad result in the court affects him at home with his partner. But why Martín decided to separate from Paquito now? Well, the first reason is that there is a week off, a week without tournaments after this World Padel Tour Santander. Players can use that week to rest, or in this case, to adapt to their new partners. And on the other hand, they have decided now because the inscriptions for World Padel Tour Buenos Aires and for Premier Padel Egypt closes this week. But let's go to the most important thing, that is, who will Paquito and Di Nenno play with from now on? Well, I can say that Paquito will play with Mike Yanguas and Martín Di Nenno will play with Coqui Nieto. If you want a video analyzing these couples, their strengths and weaknesses, subscribe to the channel. How long will Paquito Yanguas and Martín Coqui play together? In the case of Martín and Coqui, they will play until the end of the season. But in the case of Paquito and Yanguas, they will only play for 2 tournaments. After those 2 tournaments, Paquito will look for a new partner, so can you make a guess? As a hint, Paquito is gonna change sides, so he will be playing at the right side of the court. But you could be wondering why Paquito is gonna change his side to the right position. Actually, Paquito doesn't have too many players to ask to play together, so playing on the right side opens up more opportunities for him. Besides that, Paquito has always confessed that he wouldn't mind to change to the right side of the court. This is not something new since Lebron changed his position in 2019 when he decided to play with Paquito Navarro. However, Tapia and Vela, when they were playing together, they also tried, but at the end it didn't work out well for them. What do you think about Martín Di Nenno's decision? Leave it in a comment and don't forget to subscribe. See ya!